we will show the fragmentation pattern of the alcohols. Okay. So basically, for the fragmentation of the alcohol, or to elucidate the mass spectrum of the alcohols, there are lots of fragmentation mode will take place. Okay, like alpha cleavage, like secondary fragmentation. Different type of fragmentation will possible by varying the structure of the alcohols. So let's start from the simple one. Generally, we know in case of alcohols, this may be 1 degree for primary alcohol, 2 degree for secondary alcohol, and 3 degree or the tertiary alcohols. So for primary and secondary alcohols, if we consider the molecular peak as M radical cation, so for primary and secondary, this molecular ion peak is observable, and the intensity of the peak will be weak. But in case of 3 degree or the tertiary alcohols, we will not get molecular ion peak, it is not observable. So this is with respect to the molecular ion peak. Now for any of the alcohol, any class of the alcohol, the common fragmentation pattern is the alpha cleavage, and you know the alpha cleavage, that is the alpha bond with respect to the radical that will be cleaved here, and it will form the fragmented ion. So in this case, for the primary, secondary and the tertiary alcohol, say this is the primary alcohol, and you know when we bombard it with high energy electron beam, one electron will be lost, and here you can see this is the non-bonded orbital, and you know the order, that means the non-bonded electron having the much probability to leave the molecule than the pi, than the sigma. So when you bombard this with the high electron energy beam, one electron will be lost and it will form this radical cation, that is the molecular ion peak. So now the alpha cleavage, basically this is the alpha position or the alpha carbon with respect to this functional group. So this alpha bond will be cleaved, and you will get the fragmentation pattern like this way, plus plus R dot. Now here you can see this is the 1 degree alcohol, this is the fragmented ion, and you will get the M by Z ratio value for this one, and this value is 31. So when there will be the primary alcohol, this peak is common, and it is the minimum value peak, that is the upon alpha fragmentation, this is the minimum value, that means 31 will be present when there will be the primary alcohol. But if it is the secondary alcohol, you know the structure, that means R this is the secondary alcohol, and here again this is the alpha cleavage, and again there is the chances of the beta alpha cleavage. Say this will leave the molecule, and you will get the structure R CH. Now in this case, the minimum M by Z ratio value for this secondary alcohol will be 45. Why 45? Say if this R is the CH3, then you will get this mass. That means the specific example like this one, so CH3, say if I consider this is the R, this is the secondary alcohol, so this is the long chain, I am representing it as R. So in this case you know that the long chain radical is more stable than the methyl radical. So CH3 Here the m by z is 45. So this is the minimum mass m by z fragmented ion for the secondary alcohol. Similarly, for the tertiary one, like again there will be the alpha cleavage. Let's say this is the long chain, so it will leave the molecule as a radical. So CH3, CH3, and here you will get the m by z ratio, that is the 59, because this is the minimum mass for the 3-degree alcohol, because both the methyl is present here. So this is a common cleavage for the alcohol system, that means the alpha cleavage. You will get this alpha cleavage and got the m by z ratio value in this range. Okay. Now another question is, now consider the secondary alcohol. I have considered that the 45 is the minimum m by z for the fragmented ion, but in some cases, if this is the much longer alcohol, secondary alcohol, then you will get the m by z ratio minimum value at 31, and there this pattern is the secondary pattern. How you will get this secondary fragmentation? Say the example is like R prime or R double prime, CH2, CH2, this is the secondary alcohol, and you can see this is the long chain alcohol, and not only that, this is the branched one. Okay. So the first common pattern is the alpha cleavage. Alpha cleavage means that it will generate the radical cation, that is the molecular ion, and you know for the secondary alcohol the molecular ion peak intensity is weak, and the common mechanism is the alpha cleavage. So in this case, if I consider like this way, so it can generate CH2, OH plus. Now after formation of this, we can write this structure like this way also. That means simple resonance. Okay. So when it will be generated, we can write it like this way. That means R double prime CH CH2 H, and this is the plus. Now here we will show the two bond cleavage. Two bond cleavage in this way. That means after generation of this cation, we can show it like this way. That means say dot dot, this bond will be clipped. Similarly, this bond will be clipped, and it can generate the double bond here. So you will get R double prime CH double bond CH2 plus this is H dot plus CH dot OH, and they can bind to form CH2 plus OH, or we can write it plus. So this fragment ion is similar for the primary alcohol, because in primary alcohol, say R CH2OH, this is the primary alcohol. In this case, upon fragmentation, you will get CH2 double bond OH plus. This is the minimum M by Z ratio for the fragmented ion. So similarly, if the secondary alcohol is the long chain and there is the chances of this type of fragmentation, then it will show the M by Z ratio at 31 also. So first the alpha cleavage, then there is the resonance, that means the shifting of the positive charge, and finally this is the 2 bond cleavage. Okay, and it will generate the M by Z ratio at 31. Okay, so by observing the mass spectrum, we can't say that this is the primary alcohol, this is the secondary alcohol. This is the exclusively primary alcohol. You have to find first the alpha cleavage, then if there is the chances of this 2 bond cleavage and form the M by Z 31, then it is not the 1 degree alcohol, it is obviously the long chain or the branched 2 degree alcohol. Okay. So another fragmentation pattern for this alcohol system is the dehydration, and this is another example of the 2 bond resonance. So like this type of alcohol, so in this type of system, again, so if I consider the structure like this way, so this is the alcohol, alpha cleavage is possible, okay, fine, but apart from the alpha cleavage, there is another fragmentation is also possible, and you know that in mass spectrum generally, or in mass spectrometry generally, we will get lots of fragmented mode or lots of fragmented pattern. That's why in mass spectrum generally we will not get a single line for the say molecular ion peak or one fragmented ion peak. We will get lots of line due to different mode of fragmentation in the mass spectrum. So here again, this is the radical cation, or we can write it as a whole, the molecular ion. Now in this case, we can rewrite the structure like this way, that means R double prime OH, and this N value is 0, 1, 2, 3. In this system, here the hydrogen is present, and this fragmentation pattern is known to you. That means this bond will be clipped, simultaneously this bond will be clipped. It can generate the dot here and here. So by this fragmentation, we will get the structure, that means H dot, OH dot, this is the dot and dot. So these two will form the covalent bond, and similarly these two will form the covalent bond, and as a whole you will get the structure that means these two will form the H2 and it is the neutral molecule. So that is the dehydration path, that means H2O leaves the molecule, and similarly R prime, R double prime, N, that is the radical cation. So you will get another fragmentation peak or the fragmented ion with respect to this 2 bond cleavage type of fragmentation. So this is possible in case of alcohol, and this system is known to you. If it is the NH2 for the amine, you will again get the deamination, that means ammonia will leave the molecule. If it is the Cl, that means halogen, it can leave as a HF. So depending upon the substituent at this position, this is the 2 bond cleavage type of pathway, and in case of alcohol, this is the dehydration pathway. Okay. Now in case of primary alcohol, for some specific example, say R CH2 CH2 OH. Here you will get the alpha cleavage, okay, fine. Two bond cleavage is also possible because we can write it like this way. So this is the CH2, the CH2, this is another CH2, so hydrogen, and this is the CH2 R. So 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So again here two bond cleavage is possible. That means dehydration is possible. So you will get the mass, say if this is the molecular weight is m, and you will get the m plus dot, and simultaneously by dehydration you will get the structure like this one. You know the molecular weight of the H2O is 18, so 18 mass unit will be less in this fragmented ion. So m minus 18 you will get in this region, the m by z ratio. Not only that, in this case this is fine, this is the dehydration or the two bond cleavage pathway. Alpha cleavage is also possible, two bond cleavage is also possible. Now in this case 1,5 hydrogen migration is also possible if the structure like this way. So how we will show this? Again, if I write the structure like this way, say R CH CH2 CH2 OH. So this is our radical cation, and here say 1, or if I number starts from 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, this hydrogen can be migrated to this position, okay, to generate the cation at this position. So this is the 1 and this is the 5. So one shift hydrogen, that means hydride migration, can be possible in this structure. So this is 1,5 migration. It is possible only this type of structure if there the numbering between the shifted group and the OH is 1,5 position, then only 1,5 migration is possible. So by this hydride shifting, the structure will be, say it will leave like H minus, and this is, so this will be the plus, and now this minus will neutralize this plus charge. So the structure will be OH hydrogen dot, this is the structure. So 1,5 shift will be there. Now after this 1,5 shift, again there will be the fragmentation. How? This bond will be donated here, that means H2O will leave the molecule. This is the dot, this can be dot, and this is the dot. So in the stepwise manner we can write it like this way, that if this bond is broken, so this is the H2O molecule, this is CH2 dot, this is CH2 dot, dot. So that means 18 mass unit will be less with respect to the molecular ion. Fine. Again this is the ethylene molecule, CH2 CH2, So this is also neutral molecule, mass inactive. So that means 28 mass unit will be less in this case, and you will get the molecular ion peak, fragmented ion peak with respect to this system, because this is the radical cation, or we can write it like this way. So for this radical cation or the fragmented ion, we will get the m by z ratio at m minus 18 minus 28. That means total m minus 46. This will be the m by z ratio for the fragmented ion peak in the 1 degree alcohol, if it is the long chain. Okay, but providing the condition during this 1,5 migration, this should be the structure, otherwise 1,5 migration is not possible. Okay. Now in case of 1 degree alcohol, this is the long chain 1 degree alcohol. Now for this long chain 1 degree alcohol, we can consider another type of fragmentation. That means the m by z ratio for the fragmented ion is also possible. So in this case, if I consider the whole group, or say this one as R double prime. So R double prime H H and here the fragmentation which you will get for the long chain 1 degree alcohol, the intensity of that fragmented ion will be less. So first step is the elimination of the H dot, so that it can generate C dot and finally they will couple CH double bond OH. So you will get the m by z ratio for this fragmented ion is m minus 1. Okay. Next step, another H dot loss, that means from this one. So you will get the R prime C dot this one, and finally they can bind to form R double prime again radical cation, this one, and here you will get m by z m minus 2. This m is the for the molecular ion peak. So first one hydrogen loss, another hydrogen loss, so you will get m minus 1, and the third one is the loss of this hydrogen, again minus H dot. So dot means it will donate here, and dot, so it can generate R double prime plus. Okay, so here you will get m by z, that is the m minus 3. So if the 1 degree alcohol is the long chain alcohol, and there is the, if I show another type of fragmentation, you will get consecutive this 3 peak at m minus 1, m minus 2, and simultaneously at m minus 3, but intensity of this peak will be weak. Okay, so this is for the chain alcohol system, that means the aliphatic alcohol system, and this is the open system or the chain system. Now for the ring system, what will be the scenario? So what is the fragmentation pattern of the cyclohexanol. This is the 2-degree alcohol and this is the cyclic alcohol. In this case, you will basically get 3 different fragmentation pathway. Okay. So the pathway is 1. In path 1, we can consider this molecule like this way. So this is the molecular ion peak. Now in this case, say we can rewrite it okay, that means the non-bonded electron will be donated, or we can again write it like this way, that dot dot, so that and finally these two will bind to form plus. So here you will get the M by Z ratio at 99. So this is the 1 mass unit less from the cyclohexanol, because here M by Z is 100. So this is the path 1. Now the path 2. So in this case, we can rewrite the molecule or show the fragmentation. So like alpha cleavage, that means we can cleave this bond. So dot dot hydrogen finally these two can bind to form plus hydrogen CH2 dot. Now in this case, we have to find, is there any one type hydride shift is possible or not. So with respect to this structure, we can consider this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it contains hydrogen. So 1, 5 hydride shift is possible. So this will be shifted here and generate the dot at this position. So we can rewrite plus now this is the CH3. Okay. Now after formation of this radical cation, the final step fragmentation is like this way. Say we can break this bond in this site, and similarly we can break this bond in this site. So that means it can generate the radical, propyl radical, and here it can generate the dot, and they can couple. Plus dot, and finally this is the CH3 CH2 dot, and they can form the carbon-carbon double bond. So we will get the another M by Z ratio for the fragment ion for this one, and here you will get the M by Z ratio at 67, sorry 57. So this is the path 2 that will proceed via 1,5 shift, and then the first alpha cleavage, then 1,5 shift, and then finally elimination of like this way. Another pathway is via the 2 bond cleavage, that is the path 3. So we can write the cyclohexanol like this way. Now in this case, you can see that this will contain the hydrogen and this will contain the hydrogen. So if I think the molecule, or we can segregate the molecule like this way, we can rewrite it. That means OH, H, and I am not showing the rest of one. So we can think the molecules are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now in this pattern, generally we will get the dehydration pathway, that means the 2 bond cleavage. The same thing will happen here in this case. So for the cyclohexanol system, that means OH, this is dot, 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 and dot. So finally, and they can bind to form the neutral H2O, and similarly these two radical can form the covalent bond. That means the structure okay. So this will be the 18 mass unit less, that means the M by Z at 82. Similarly, we can show the 2 bond cleavage. This is the 2 bond cleavage, or we can say that is the dehydration pathway. So similarly, we can show the dehydration from this 1,4 position also, same pathway, and in that case H2O will leave the molecule and you will get the M by Z 82. So any one of the structure of this dehydration pathway. So in a simple single molecule you will get 3 different pathways, and that's why you will get this M by Z ratio for the fragment ions. Okay. Now we will discuss about the fragmentation of the aromatic alcohols. That means starting from the benzyl alcohol. So in benzyl alcohol, you know the structure. Okay, this is the benzyl alcohol. Now the first step, that means generation of the radical cation, and the non-bonded electron will be donated. So in this case, first H dot will leave the molecule. H dot from this benzylic position. Okay, to generate CH dot finally these two can bind and form the covalent bond. Plus, next after formation of this, here we can show the mechanism like this way. For the say simple toluene, if this is the CH2 plus, we have shown formation of the tropylium cation. That means this will attack here, the ring will attack here, and it will form the tropylium cation. So similarly, here we can think the benzylic position like this way. Plus, so this is just like the toluene type of system, benzylic cation type of system, and it can generate the 7 member, that means hydroxytropylium ion in this case. Simple, it will attack here. OH. If it is attacked here, that means the plus charge will generate at this position. Now this is the double bond. Or we can finally show the expansion of the ring. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 membered ring will form. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Double bond between the 1, 7, double bond between the 3, 4 and 5, 6, and the plus charge at the 2 position. This is the aromatic system, you know. This plus charge got stabilized via resonance. So that's why it can generate the hydroxytropylium ion. So you will get the M by Z ratio for the benzyl alcohol at 107. That is 1 mass unit less from the molecular ion. Okay, because here 1 hydrogen is less from the molecular ion. Now after formation of this is the system. That means in aromatic alcohol, if the OH group is directly attached to the aromatic system, now here the carbon monoxide elimination, that means again 28 mass elimination, mass unit elimination will possible. How? So after formation of this, the elimination of the carbon monoxide, that means 28 mass unit will leave the molecule to generate this one. And how we can show it? So in this case, we can show it like this way. So this is the hydroxytropylium cation, or we can rewrite it okay. Now this is the enol form, so we can show the ketoenol tautomerization here. So double bond O and 2 hydrogen is here. Now our target is to eliminate carbon monoxide from this molecule. So how we can show this? Say if we consider that this bond will be broken and this bond will be broken, then it will leave as the carbon monoxide. So to break this bond, this is the carbon, this will be dot dot, so that is the carbon monoxide, and this is the dot dot. Okay, so when the carbon monoxide leaves the molecule, now these two bond will be joined, or sorry, these two electron will be joined to form the carbon carbon single bond. So that means the structure will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the 6-membered ring. And say these two are the hydrogen plus, and this plus charge is stabilized via resonance. So that's why I am showing like this. So when the hydroxy tropylium cation will be formed, there will be the carbon monoxide elimination. This is always possible in the benzyl alcohol system as well as in the phenol system. I will show for the phenol system later, but for the benzyl hydroxybenzyl system this is possible. And by this carbon monoxide elimination you will get the structure and M by Z ratio at 79 mass unit, because 28 mass unit is less from the 107. And then when this fragment ion will be formed, we have shown it like this way. This system is not aromatic system, okay? Because here 4 pi electrons. So our target is to make it the aromatic system. So in this case, aromatic system means 6 pi electrons will be there, not aromatic. So it is possible only when hydrogen will be eliminated from here. That means in this case, say H dot, this will be dot, dot. So that means this is the negative charge and this will form the hydrogen. So hydrogen molecule will leave and it can generate plus charge will be always there, because you have to maintain the charge balance. So you will get the M by Z at 77, which is 1 mass unit less from the benzene molecule, because 78 is the molecular weight for the benzene, and here you will get the peak at M by Z 77, and this intensity will be very weak. Up to this you will get the strong intensity. Up to this is the strong, and this is the very weak intensity. Okay, so this is generally negligible fragmentation. This part is negligible because this system is not stable system. Phenyl carbocation or the benzene carbocation is not stable. Okay, so this is for the benzylic fragmentation. Another example for the benzylic fragmentation via the 2 bond cleavage, like this one. So this is the benzyl alcohol, and this position is substituted. That is the OH group is here. Now in this case, say if this is the molecular ion, we can show the bond, that is the 2 bond cleavage, like this way. That means dot dot. Our target is to eliminate the H2O molecule. In alcohol, when there is the chances of the 2 bond cleavage, that means dehydration will take place. So our target is to form the dehydrated molecule. So similarly, this will be dot dot. So H2O will leave the molecule and it can generate CH2 dot O dot. Now these two can't bind, but because it will form the steric, the ring strain will be higher. So how the radical will be, or the system will be stabilized? In this case, it can form the quinone type of structure. So that means it can form the bond here, and simultaneously it can form the double bond here. So the structure will be like this way: CH2 O. So we will get the m by z. Say if this is the m, this will be the m minus 80. Okay. So this is the fragmentation, that is the substituted benzyl alcohol, and if there is the chances of the dehydration, then this will be the pathway. Now what will be the fragmentation for the phenol system? That means where the OH group is directly attached with the sp2 hybridized carbon. In case of phenol, the technique which is applied here, first is the ketoenol tautomerization, like this way. So from phenol will show the fragmentation in this way, that means carbon monoxide will leave the molecule. This is our target when the OH is directly attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon, because in hydroxytropylium carbocation you have seen that the OH is directly attached to the sp2 hybridized system. So in this case, for the phenol system, first step is the ketoenol tautomerization. So by ketoenol tautomerization, this is the enol. So that means ketoenol tautomerism will take place to form this one. Now our target is to eliminate the carbon monoxide. So again same technique, that means dot dot, and here it is dot dot. So that means carbon monoxide will be eliminated, 20 mass unit elimination, and finally these two will bind. That means from 6-membered ring you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-membered ring, and the structure will be like this one. So you will get the m by z at 66. Now you know this system can be changed into the aromatic, not non-aromatic or anti-aromatic system by, if I eliminated one H dot from this system, and if H dot leaves the molecule, it can generate it plus, this plus charge is stabilized via resonance. So that means this is the scenario. So m by z you will get at 65. So this is the fragmentation pattern for the phenol system. Okay. Now last example, that means one question. So there are two isomers. One is the benzyl isomer, one is the benzylic form, another one is the phenol. How you will distinguish? By the mass spectrometry. Say the two isomer example is like this. So this is one isomer. This is another isomer. How you will distinguish in the mass spectrometry? First, in this case, this is the benzylic carbon and this is the phenolic. So if I consider the common fragmentation, say this fragmentation will take place. That means this radical will leave the molecule to generate CHOH plus. Now you know when it will form, it can generate the hydroxytropylium ion. So M by Z ratio at 107 for this isomer. Similarly, here also we can think that this fragmentation may take part. That means radical will leave the molecule CH to CH3 and it can generate the CH2 plus. And when CH2 plus will form, if I think this is the like toluene type of system, that means they can generate the tropylium carbocation. So from this system, it can generate the tropylium carbocation, and you can see the OH is attached here. So this, from this fragmentation, you will basically get the same M by Z ratio values for the two isomers. But how you will distinguish this? Now in between these two isomers, you can see that this is the phenol derivative and this is the derivative of the benzyl alcohol, and here no chances of the ketoenol tautomerization, but here there will be the chances of the ketoenol tautomerization. That means it can form this is the another mode of fragmentation, and when ketoenol tautomerization will form, carbon monoxide will leave the molecule. So when carbon monoxide leaves the molecule, it can generate the 5-membered ring, radical cation. Okay, and finally, so that means when carbon monoxide leaves the molecule, you will get the M by Z ratio at M minus 28 in this region, but you will not get any M minus 28 peak for this benzyl derivative. So by this way, you can distinguish the two different isomers of the same functional group containing system. And here you can see final step is the elimination of one H dot, so it can generate plus CH2 CH3. So this elimination, that means this fragmentation, the elimination of the carbon monoxide from this phenol derivative, that is important. Okay, so these are different mode of fragmentation in the alcohol systems, and the specific examples I have shown